Celebrating?
Playing hardball always makes me thirsty.
No doubt. Hope you're happy.
Do you really?
Sure. You won. You had to cheat to do it, but you won. Now you got everything you wanted.
Not everything. Would you come in? Have a drink. We'll talk. The happy hyphenate? Producer slash mega host of the Cutting Edge.
No, thanks. I'm driving.
Well, pull up a contract, and I'll witness your signature.
I don't know, Liza. You and me, the same workspace. You don't see that as counterproductive?
Not at all.
I tried to take your job.
No hard feelings.
Of course not. But, just for the sake of argument, why would you want me around?
We were competitors, and we're not competing anymore. You were a great sport, and I'm a gracious winner.
You can afford to be. And you didn't answer my question.
Dad, you can't let business ruin what we have.
We have. What do we have? Other than one big failure to communicate.
You know what I mean without me even saying a word. We make a great team. We're a dream team. We are broadcasting's answer to Tracy and Hepburn. Between the two of us, we make a really great person. Accept it.
No. Death and taxes you accept. Rising interest rates, infomercials, those are facts of life. But you and me? Where is it written that you and I are destined to drive each other crazy?
Well, you have to admit, it's never boring.
Is that why you came back to Pine Valley? Because you were bored? Because you needed a good fight? How did it come down to this?
Well, if I recall, you were the one who got the ball rolling.
Yeah. So you fired back. Spreading false rumors, destroying my shows, and filing a bogus harassment claim.
I withdrew it.
In return for my job.
My job?
No. No, game's over. There's no one here but us. The numbers were mine. You lost fair and square. And yet, you managed to land on your feet. Just like that, you get it all back. I gotta hand it to you. You are something. And now what am I supposed to do, Liza? Am I simply supposed to overlook the little whisper campaign you started to bury me? Or the fact that when it didn't work, you ran straight to Adam and threatened him with our little bedtime story?
I didn't make it up. You and I, we slept together.
How could I forget? You hold it over my head as if it were an axe.
Whatever. As WRCW station manager, I wield a lot of power, and I'm not greedy. Share it with me.
Answer my question. 3 hours ago, you hated me enough to sue for harassment. And now you want me to share the wealth? Why? How could you possibly feature me as your little workmate? I tried to steal your job. Hell, Liza, I tried to run you out of town. And yet you want me at my desk 5 days a week. Week in, week out, all year round. Why? Why, Liza? Answer me.
Don't grab me like that.
Why are you so insistent on keeping me in your personal orbit?
Because
Better yet, why don't we just forget it? After all, what I don't know won't hurt me, right?
What you do know still hurts you. And you feel guilty.
For what? For what? For cheating on my wife? Definitely. For what I did to you? Let's look at the facts, shall we? Did I lie to you? No. Did I lead you on? Did I in any way make it less than crystal clear that the woman I love, the only woman I love, is my wife? Not guilty. I am sick and tired of being a prisoner to my mistake and your threats. It's over. You can't use the night we slept together as a billy club to keep me in line.
What happened that night?
Do you want to know the truth about what happened that night? The whole truth and nothing but? Here it is. Laurel died because of us, and the lights went out. And in the darkness, I needed something to hold on to, and you were there. You helped get me through the night, that's all. Put it to music.
You can't make light of what happened.
Why not? Why not? We're not star-crossed lovers. We simply had the hots for each other. The only tragic flaw in the whole deal is that we didn't admit what that night was about ages ago. That you and I were both selfish enough to use Laurel's death as an excuse to have a little fun between the sheets. And if it hadn't been that, we would have found some other excuse. The stock market crash, war broke out in the Persian Gulf. Calvin and Hobbes are history. It doesn't matter. We wanted it for months. The chance came along and we took it. But don't turn it into more than it is. Sex. Just sex. Not love. Nothing even close. Just sex. So if this little scenario you're playing out has anything to do with getting me in the sack again, then you just forget it, because I don't intend to cheat on my wife ever again, especially with you. As far as I'm concerned, our one-night stand goes down as the biggest mistake I've ever made in my entire life. It's time for you and I to stop torturing each other and move on.
Torture. The act of willingly inflicting pain on someone else. I guess that's what we did when we made love. It was torture.
Why keep hurting each other? There's no percentage in it.
Adam was right. You would have made a really great station manager.
And you were wrong. I am a sore loser. If there was ever a case for two people not working side by side, we're it.
You're right. Given the way that we feel about each other, it would be very difficult to maintain a professional distance.
If that's the way you feel about it, why try?
You are settled with a wife and kids and a house. And I don't want it on my conscience that you couldn't pay your mortgage payment.
So you were willing to keep me around solely out of the goodness of your heart?
Why wouldn't that be? If you want the job, it's yours. If you don't want the job, there are others that will jump at the chance.
They'll jump. For you, they'll always jump. But how high?
Liza?
I slept with you because I wanted to. Is that what you're trying to get me to say?
Job well done, my darling daughter.